to Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the Aflac Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Alabama's offense takes the field to start this game off. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for it, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him, they know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. To throw, it's Albright. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Let's talk about Alabama. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Carney. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. They'll give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Back to throw, it's Albright. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And had they not picked up that 1st down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
He's looking deep. Wide open downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
This guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this defense.
Now the toss. Touchdown time! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Clemson Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. And when you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and short, like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Dropping back, it's Albright. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Clemson, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Gets the back moving. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Albright. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, and watch out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Grabbed in the middle. It's Clark. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. He tries to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 15.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Quick screen to the speedster outline. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Snags it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. Some much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Toledo notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win
just keeps moving. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
He's in open space downfield. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Back to pass. It's Albright. Got his man. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Wants to throw it. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a thrower.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. To the ground with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Takes the handoff. It's Denson. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Zings it complete to the right. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He might want another play. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in down the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Gets it out fast.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll throw it from the red zone. On target. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Trying to get more points on the board before the break. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? From the gun, he'll try to throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick 6. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Albright. Quick strike complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
That's caught. It's Carney. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run.
There he goes. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown, Tiger. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Memphis is just getting blown off the field right now. And like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 23 to Army. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half if they keep giving him the football.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense. You saw it on that play.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver to the ground. He's got it again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're facing a 3rd down. It's a draw. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy running back too, right? Because you can throw it to him on 3rd.
Touchdown, Clemson Tide. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Clemson, 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Sure hands, it's Jones. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down the back.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Clemson set up with another first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's been a problem.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off. But you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Bunch formation for these receivers. RPO complete to open the drive. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You can tell he's...
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry. You're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Here comes Clemson with another first down. On the ground, it's Denson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I've been impressed with this defense physically. Like, their physical domination, the line of scrimmage, just the run game has been pretty non-existent.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. They were trying to get the screen set up, but it just took a little too long to develop.
Yeah, and the quarterback's supposed to, invite those guys to run upfield on the screen pass, but they got to him so fast he couldn't get rid of the football, and they got the sack.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Dropping back, it's Albright. He'll try to do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Looking to throw for it, though. Fires to the big fella. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, running back gets to give. He has the first and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop in a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. He's got it. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows.
Touchdown, Clemson! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it on the outside. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Tide with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Albright. Here's a heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Quickly complete.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking down the middle. Finds his man. It's Jones. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Using his legs, it's Denson. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Makes the grab over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And after that incompletion as a play caller, you need to go back to the well. You can't be afraid to call what has already worked well in this game for you. You've got a tie game. You've had a lot of success, whether it's been running or whether it's been throwing. Think about the playmakers that have stepped up in this game and don't...
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins. And you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one is 2nd and 14. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Denson. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the well. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. go. They'll send out the kicker here. And this will be for the win. Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.